We have Alec McKnight from SGS, Graham Gavin from Technical University Dublin, Albert Barabbas from UMTFS. Thank you, please do all come up. Then Roel Smolders from Medvia. Right, okay, so in this case, I have a set of questions for you each, but would you like to each introduce yourselves first? Yep, it should be on.
Hello. Hi, I'm Alec McKnight from SGS, Technical Training Manager.
I'm Graham Gavin. I'm a Senior Lecturer at Technological University Dublin.
I'm Roel Smolders. I'm Director at Medvia, which is the Flemish Spirit Cluster Organization for Health Tech.
Lovely. Okay, so I will...
Yeah, hello, if you hear me, I'm online.
All right, yes, thank you.
My name is Albert Barabbas. I'm professor at the George Emil Palade University of Medicine, Pharmacy, Science and Technology of Târgu Mureș, Romania.
Right, sorry, could you say that a little bit more slowly? I didn't get what you were saying.
So my name is Albert Barabbas, professor at the George Emil Palade University of Medicine, Pharmacy, Science and Technology of Târgu Mureș, Romania.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Okay, so my first question is, we heard about the learning pathways and different modules. Can you indicate broadly what these modules contain, who provides them and why, from a notified body perspective, where these will be of value?
Yeah, I'll answer that. So we have 3 modules delivered by experts at SGS, and these cover teaching market operators about how to navigate, to interpret, and how to use the MDR and the IVDR to create and submit higher quality technical documentation to the notified body. This in turn, these higher quality submissions will aid with the efficiency of the review from the product assessor, which will in turn should speed up certification without sacrificing any integrity or quality from our point.
Okay, great, nice and succinct, thank you. Graham, we understood these are postgraduate courses and were first given at TU Dublin. How are these provided? How is certification done? And how great is initial interest in these types of courses? And furthermore, where do students come from geographically? And are startups and SMEs involved?
Okay, so...
Yeah, it's okay.
They take a moment, they can take a moment to warm up.
Hello. Yep.
Yeah.
So obviously SGS are the expert knowledge providers. So TU Dublin do quality assurance processes on the modules to ensure that they meet the learning outcomes required for level 7 master's level in the European Union. And obviously we ensure then the assessment methodologies are aligned with those learning outcomes. So it's a good partnership that we have in place, and to date there's been over 170 learners have completed what we call Module 1 and Module 2. There's another 50 learners are coming on to the module for IVDR starting in October. There'll probably be another run of that early in the new year. There'll be a run of all of the modules early in the new year. And in terms of, these are focused primarily to SMEs and startups. They have priority on application and enrollment. They are free. They're obviously co-funded through the European Union, but there's no fees. And in terms of geographic dispersion, we try and ensure through our enrollment process that we have a good geographic spread, and to date we've managed to achieve that quite well.
And who puts forward the people that come to you, or do they come individually?
Well, we have targeted advertisement campaigns, but also we have an enrollment through the NoBoCap, and we've released this through a number of websites and advertisement campaigns. And obviously today is a very important process for the next enrolment of potential learners.
Right, lovely. My next question is for Albert. You are now also installing such a program. Which module will be provided and when is it planned? And how can people subscribe?
Oh, do you hear me? Yeah. So starting with 2025, we will facilitate the education of all three modules. We will start most probably with the first module, starting with the Q1, quarter one, most probably in February. And the rest of the modules are proposed to happen in the second module in May, June, sometimes in May, June, and the third in most probably at the end of September. People can enroll themselves at the NoBoCap platform. So there is the place where everybody can log in and make their own enrollment, let's say. So.
Thank you. And is there any cooperation between your two organizations?
Yes, of course. Yes, we are in very close contact. Basically, what TU Dublin did in 2023-24, we will take over from them and mostly, let's say, do the same thing.
Right.
But not at the TU Dublin, we at the UMFST.
Okay, Graham, would you like to?
Yeah, it just initially started in TU Dublin as we already had a partnership agreement with SGS in place, so we were able to hit the ground running with these modules, and now they're also going to be provided. SGS will still be the knowledge providers, but they will also be accredited in Târgu Mureș in Romania as well.
Right, and are there any other parties who are involved?
From the university perspective, from this aspect,
Yes.
it's just ourselves and
Just the
Mureș
two.
and Romania are going to be the
Yes.
two university partners in this part of the project.
Okay, thank you. Right, and a question for Roel. Complementary to these postgraduate learning programs, you're in cooperation with UGent and subcontractors setting up short courses and further support to build out a job board. Can you elaborate what is in the pipeline and when and how people can join together? Who is targeted?
Yeah, so the short courses really zoom into some specific challenges that companies and other stakeholders have. And I think the video already showed it. One of the most important issues is that, like the discussion before this one was mentioned there, that very often everything related to MDR, IVDR ends up with one person within a startup company. One of the short courses that we do is for C-level, to really give them a deeper insight into the resources needed throughout the entire company to make sure that everybody within the company knows what to do and how to behave in relation with MDR, IVDR. We already did the first cycle of this training. They're much shorter than the long courses, obviously. There's 6 sessions. Every session is 2 hours. And it's really zooming into a lot of the very practical aspects of dealing with the regulation from a company perspective. We did the first cycle. The next cycle will start on the 8th of November. Then the second short course that we are planning now, and it's in preparation, it will probably start early February, and it really zooms into the specific challenges of AI-supported medical devices, because there you're also at the intersection of a couple of different legislations. You've got MDR, you've got the AI Act, and of course, AI-supported medical devices, they have completely different challenges compared to other more traditional medical devices. So also there we very specifically want to zoom into these specific topics.
Okay, thank you. Alec, just a very quick question coming back to you. Are you seeing that the SMEs who come forward to you, do you feel that your dialogue with them is that much better? Do they say, proudly say, oh, I've already done this long or short course? And what differences do you see?
We definitely see an appreciation from SMEs of the teaching and learnings that we give to them. And we are starting to see the trickle effect of better submissions.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah, yes. And also I understand that part of the knock-on effect of this may be helpful in terms later down the line of recruitment for notified bodies.
Well, that's what we're hoping. We call it fattening the pool. we are giving people maybe the confidence to apply,
Yes.
to come work at notified bodies, with already having some experience of being on the course, of understanding what we do, what their expectations are, and makes people more employable for us and speeds up that process too.
Great, a win-win situation then.
Hopefully.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank this panel and move swiftly on to the next one, please. Thank you.